Hello, friends. Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. It's always a wonderful day when I'm in my craft room, so I'm definitely having a great day. You'll have to excuse me. I'm still fighting a little bit of a cold, but I'm getting better all the time, so hopefully this scratchy voice will be gone soon. So, I don't know about you, but often because I kind of work in the crafting industry, I'm often working with products like for the first time and they get filed away and then I'm getting more new stuff and I'm always like creating with something for the first time. So sometimes I just like to go back and look through my stash and be like, you know what? I didn't play with that enough. I've only used this set one time and I was looking through my Whimsy products and I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood to go for a troll card. So I really I'd only used this one right here. And I'm like, I love some of these other things. So I wanted to pull this out and play with it today. So I designed a shaker card and I'm looking forward to making it with you. I haven't made it before, but I did cut some of my pieces. So I am using this little guy right down here. And I used the coordinating dies. I pulled out this frame set to make my palette, and let's see, it's mix and match scallop die set. So I used the two largest ones. To make my shaker frame, I used one of these, the second from the largest. And then for my paper pad, I love this bright Rainbow Bridge paper pad. So you can see here to the side, this is the one that I chose to pair with my little troll. So I've gone ahead and die cut a few pieces. I stamped the friend, and this is all from the same stamp set. So this is all in the troll stamp set. And happiness is being your friend is going to be our sentiment. I did color up our little troll, and I used a Wink of Stella in clear to add some sparkle to his hair. I guess it could be a her. I don't know why I always call trolls boy, but I guess it could be either one. I pulled some shaker bits here out of my stash that I thought would work great with our trolls. I stamped and colored up some of the little flowers that are in the set. I don't know if we'll be using them or not, but I did draw a smiley face in the center of the larger flowers to match the flowers that are in my shaker bits. But I'm not sure if we'll use these or not. We'll see. I cut two of the frames because I'm not sure which color I want to use. I have a white background. And then here is where I have used that second largest die to cut out a section of my rainbow. And I've attached my kind of burst die here because this is going to be where we put our shakers. All right, so I think that's everything. Let me grab a piece of acetate over here because we're going to need that. And I think this is all. I think we're ready to go. So let me go ahead and run this through my die machine. I wanted you to see how I put it on there. And after I get this cut, I'm going to apply it to this and cut it out. And so I have a white background for my shaker bits. Well, I will put foam on the back of it and apply it with foam. All right, I'll go ahead and die cut this real quickly. So this could be very easily turned into a Valentine if you haven't made any Valentines yet. I think the trolls are super cute to use as Valentine cards. In the troll set, if you didn't want to make the flowers, they have some little floating hearts as well, which, you could add a few little floating hearts. And instead of flowers and stuff, you could put little heart-shaped shaker bits in this card. And I think this would make a fun Valentine. But for my purposes, I really just wanted a friend card. To me, trolls are a little bit, what's the right word? Kind of like hippie, kind of a little retro hippie from that era. And I have a friend that this is going to be perfect for. Whoopsie. I want to be careful here because I don't want to tear that. I had my little burst coming off the edge on this one side, so it's open right there. So I'm going to have to be careful when I apply my foam that I get that, all together there. So, all right, let's go ahead and put some foam And I am going to use these thin strips. It may take me just a minute here. There we go. I'm going to start right over here and go up. I'm going to go all the way around the outer edges, and then I'll come back and add a little bit on the inside. Oops. I hadn't made a shaker card in a while, and I just thought that sounded like fun today. Okay, adding just one right there, and then I'm going to cut just a small piece to put right in here, because I want that to be secure. There we go. Hopefully, yeah, you can't see it. Okay. All right. This is just one of those cards. I wanted you to see how I had this. I could have done this earlier, but then you wouldn't get to kind of see where I had my burst die. Just a couple more pieces and I think we'll be good. Maybe even just one right in here. And you know what, guys? I forgot to put my acetate on first. It's all right. Crafting live. You gotta give me some grace every now and then. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and cut down our acetate, and hopefully I can fit it right in there without pulling there. Pulling that up. Can't believe I did that. All right, here we go. We may have to go ahead and pull that up. Man, I don't think I'll have to take it off, just this one side. There we go. Okay. Y'all probably watching the video probably thought, hey, Carrie, you forgot your acetate. Happens sometimes. Okay, for this, I just need it to go around my little window here. Bring that right down to here. I'm going to grab this and measure my little spot. I'm going to need it to be 3 by 3 1/4. Okay, I'm going to save that little piece. So let's cut my acetate. So we said 3 by 3 1/4. There's the 3 by 3 1/4. There we go. Well, at least I remember my acetate before I got it all glued down, because that would have totally changed the whole card. Like, nope, we're not making a shaker after all. Because if I had forgotten that, we're done. Did that go all the way? Yes. So now I'm just removing my double-sided adhesive here, and we're going to slide that acetate right into its spot. There we go. Come on, raise up right there. There we go. One more piece right here. Now, once I put this down, I'm going to marry that up And I'm going to do one more small piece to hold these together, because our acetate needs to go right up to there. All right. All right, there we go. Okay, so I have now gone ahead and applied my double-sided adhesive all around there. And now I think if I wedge this right in there, it should cover the whole thing. And yes, it does. All right, I'm going to have to lift up this one section right there. Let that come down. There we go. Crisis averted. If we didn't make it a shaker card, it really wouldn't make any sense to have this thing cut out. So I'm glad that I was able to put that back in there. Okay, let's get some fresh foam here just to put down this one side. And let's see, I'm going to put just a couple in these corners as well. That'll hold my shaker bits in place. And right here. Don't think there's anywhere else that the shaker bits could escape, so I think we're good. Let's look all around, make sure we've got it closed up good. All right, there we go. I got a mess of foam over here. We'll throw all that away, little bits. All right. Okay, now before I do this, I don't want to forget something else. So before we do this, I've got my white piece, and this is going to go down on my white piece, but I want to add just a little bit of ink back in there so that it's not just a big white gap. I want there to be a little bit of ink. So I'm just going to lightly kind of go around here. And I'm okay if the middle stays white. I just want there to be kind of like a halo effect of glow for my pink pieces around the edge. So let me try that. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Let's do it just a little bit darker. Okay, I think that's gonna work well. Okay. It's gonna come together. We started off a little shaky, but I got it now. Mess it up again here if I'm not careful. We're going to add our shaker bits. I got a spoon here that'll work better. Right in here. I'm kind of just keeping them right in the center of that little halo that I made. I think I want a few more. I've got a pretty big window, so push them down here. All right. Now we're ready to put our rainbow piece in place. So I'm sure all of us do that sometimes, where you're so excited to get crafting, you realize you've missed a step. And it's like, oops. But probably most of you don't do it when you're, you know, live in a video, do you? All right, here. When I first started making videos, that would have like shook me up for the whole rest of the video, but nowadays I just kind of take it in stride. Okay. Now I want to leave just a little bit of an outline. I'm going to place that about right there. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim that down. Oh, see, that looks good. I like it. Trim myself an outline here. when you use these frames, it's a nice wide frame, so you have room to put a bit of an outline if you want one. So I'm doing probably about 1/8 of an inch. So, all right, so there it is on the pink. And our little buddy here is going to sit right down here. Now, I think that might be a little too much pink, which is why I went ahead and cut the blue as well, because I had a feeling, yeah, I think I like it on the blue much better. And then we're going to put this on a white card front, which will give us a white outline. So, grab this one. So this whole thing will sit right on here like this. All right, let's go ahead and get it finished up. So when you watch a lot of creators when they're making, they video themselves creating, and then they do voiceovers, and they're able to edit out any kinds of mistakes. So that's why you don't always see, you know, the fixing and the things like that, which is good. You know, I'm not knocking that at all, but I do all of my recording live, like you're watching me do it. So that's why, you know, you might get a laugh now and then, and I'm fine with that. I've always thought perfection's boring, so, you know. But I do probably 98% of my crafting just live. I'm recording it and speaking like as I do it, so that's why it might be a little different when you're here with me. So, all right, there's our base, and I really like those shaker bits in there. I think those fun smiley face flowers are fun. So it's kind of like, yeah, maybe like he's just like sitting out here in the field under his rainbow, kind of, this is his dream bubble. And up here, I'm going to put happiness is being your friend. And I love that pink color, picking up the pink. And I'm not going to pop these up because the shaker part gives enough of a pop that I think I like it just right on there. So we're just going to glue him or her straight onto our card. I'm just kind of centering my troll right there in my shaker window. There we go. I'm going to center that right there. Now, like I said, I have these flowers, but honest, I don't know. I don't think the card really needs it. I think the paper is so pretty, and there's flowers kind of in the paper, and I like the flowers in the paper, and I feel like these little flowers kind of, I don't know, they just kind of take away from the paper. So I don't think I'm going to use them. I'll just save those for another project someday. So I'm very glad that our card was able to end up being a shaker. I really like how it turns out. I'm glad that I got to use these fun trolls again. And if you like this idea, I hope you'll give it a try. Do hit that thumbs up down there and leave your comments. And we just appreciate y'all hanging with us this morning and creating a card. I hope you have a lovely day, and I look forward to crafting with you again very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.